Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. And it's time for session number 19 of the retirement plan versus the WAYKEN merge. They're both 18 and 0. I finished, well, it's such a rig job, but I finished my soundproofing. Of course, I ran out of little squares. I need to do a little bit more, but I've done the other side of the room a little bit, and some more behind me and whatnot. So that's got to help. First thing that I want to do is I need to share this with you. I know I've done it before, but boy, this black shows every hair I got. IPTV. I call him one of my Hawkeyes. This guy don't miss anything, right? However, he's the one that does it the most respectful. And so I don't mind him. I actually like him. We don't agree on everything. Sometimes we disagree, and sometimes we agree to disagree, and that's all good. But something he brought to my attention, he asked, he said basically, I'm not trying to tell you how to run your strategy, you created it, but in the last strategy, I had 100 out there, and when I won, instead of regressing to 50, I kept it at 100. And he goes, you were supposed to go to 50. And so based on just that, yes, 98% of the time, yes, I'm going to drop to 50 bucks from a $100 bet. I have no idea why I didn't. It wasn't consciously, I just didn't for whatever reason. But it does bring up a point. So he's right. I normally do, but I didn't. That's got nothing to do with the strategy at all. It worked out for me. Life is good. Even if you're at the table, you're not going to play perfectly. Something that you should have done, you didn't. And you don't even know why. Well, that's what happened to me. So, number one, ain't no big deal. But number two, and more importantly, and this is the part that I've said a zillion times, there is no absolutes. And if you get a strategy of mine or Waylon's or anybody's, everybody seems to want to play it, you know, like it's a calculator, one of them aerodynamic rulers, man. It's got to be, just so. That is so crap. You don't have to, and I'm going to explain it right now. And I've done it before, but you do what you want and stay within the system. All right, so here we go. Let's say I got my 100 out there. All right, and I win 100. Yep, normally I drop to 50. I got a $50 profit. That's my first win. I go into a regression. But watch this. What if you got your bet out there and you win? What if you want to regress it down to a quarter? Keep 75. I'll go further than that. Let's say you win the 100 and you want to go down the table minimum. You're within the strategy, you can do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're just keeping more money. Okay? Or, let's say, now I didn't do it on purpose, but let's say you win 100 and you just keep it there, and then you start your up and pull and regression from there. Okay? That's what Waylon does. He wins his 100 and he just goes up on his first win. He don't regress on his first win that I've seen. He just goes up by a quarter. That's fine too. You know? In a regression up and pull, there's no absolutes in that money thing. That's my point. Okay? When we go up the ladder, every time I go up the ladder and come back down, I wait till I'm on profit before I put more money in the base. Waylon, every time he wins, he goes up. I've explained all this stuff. We're both within the system. So, IP, I hope that helps. I mean, you're right. I mean, I do normally go to 50. You are actually right. But A, don't have to. And B, don't matter. All right. And here, just a little funny side note for you, man. First of all, I appreciate you being so respectful. And like I've told many people, you can come at me with whatever you want to come at me with. Nasty, well, not nasty, but comments or poke at me or whatever. As long as you do it respectful, I'm cool. It's when you're not respectful is when I ain't going to take it. But IP is very respectful of me, and I get along with him just fine, you know. But he's one of my Hawkeyes, but he's probably one of the very few Hawkeyes left. Because the rest of them, I've deleted them. I got sick of them. All right? So at least if you want to know how to do it, read his post. That's how you do it. So that takes care of that. And let's get back to square here. And let's get to session 19, the retirement plan, the WAYKEN merge, designed by Waylon and Ken, Nosy Gambling. We designed them both. And we're 18-0 right now, and let's see if we can go to 19. Let's get a point. A 12. 5 now becomes the point. Obviously, the retirement plan comes out with $1.50. We're at a 200 minimum now instead of 150. That came from IP. I might even bump it to 250, but right now this one will do 200. Keeps everything even. And then I'm coming out with my red $100 chips, and they say I'll have them tomorrow. We'll see. And now we both need to come out. So we're both as susceptible to a 7 or 11 as each other. Now, he has 150 out here. If the 7 comes, he'll be down 150, I'll be down 100. And that's okay. But when he goes up and I don't, you know, it's a sort of a give and take. But right now, we're both susceptible to it. And there it is. Speaking of the devil. All right, so we both lose. Okay, now we got to get a point. 6. He's coming up to 3. I'm coming up to 2. All right, here we go. 6. I killed that point, but that's all right. This travels. This travels. Now, he gets to put his double. He gets to come out here. What the hell is all this shit? He gets to come out and do his thing. Alright, because he's at level 2. Alright, he can do that while we're getting the point. So everything is on right now. Alright, while we're getting the point. He just don't want a 6, and I damn sure don't want a 6. He'll take anything but a 6. I'll take anything but a 7. Here we go. And there's a 2. Now, nothing happens to me, but to him, he wins double. So he's going to win $60 here, and now he gets to come down. So he's going into his guarantee part. His hard part is over on this strategy. Whoops, I didn't, oh, it was just a 2, sorry. Alright, and now he gets to plug. It's 276, I believe. Yes, 276 he's going to plug it with. 275, 76. That would win him $22. Alright, we still got to get a point. Everything is on. So now, with the retirement plan, he don't give a shit. 6 or 7, he's cool. I don't want a 6. I just want the 7. So as we play this over and over, you're seeing weaknesses, strengths, seeing what you like, what you don't like, and that's what I'm hoping everybody's digging. We still don't have a point, but everything is on. And there's the 7. So we're both okay in this case. Alright, so we'll do him first. he loses the 276, but he wins 300. So 76, and 7, 8, so 9, 80, 90, 100. We'll put him up. I'm still hanging, hold on. So he's down 100, but he has 30. He's actually down about 70, about 60 some odd dollars, but he's come back a long way. So we'll do something different for him next time. All right, he don't have to stay at that 300. All right, now let's fix me. I win the 2. Okay. So I didn't win my initial one, so there is no regression on that one. All right. So I win that 2. I'm up 100. Now listen to me. I could, matter of fact, I still should regress. A lot of your regression up and pull moves, a lot of it will depend on your bankroll. All right. So let's get a point. We'll talk about it. Okay. There's an 8. Now. This guy on the retirement plan, he can come back out at 150. He's only 70 down. He could come back out at 3, but he's sort of going to grind it, I guess. And me, I can, since I had to go up, this time I'm going to go with 125. Because I didn't win on the initial, so there was no regression. So now I went up. I won that one. Now let's go up. All right, 8 is the point. Here we go. 5. Perfect. This comes here. This comes here. Now he's going to come out. Now he's still $70 down. But he's just decided to grind it out. Uh-oh. See, I about made a boo-boo. Did you see that? I caught it. It's this money. Wow, man. And I'm being so careful, too. All right. Let me get a quarter here. All right. Point is an 8. All right. He'll take anything but a 5. I'll take anything but a 5. And we'll be cool. 7 out. In this case, the WAYKEN merge is a little bit better in this case. Why? Because he's going to tie here. So we're just going to bring everything. Well, he would lose all of this on the 7. Let's just do it according to Hoyle. He'll lose all that. But he wins $150. All right, that was a 7. That's off. So he's still down. He's still down whatever he was. He tied. I'll get my $125. Let's do it in ribs like I'm supposed to. I'll be glad when the chips come. Alright, so now we'll get him back together. Okay. And now I'm up to 25. So I'm in good shape. I'm actually done. For the first time in about 3 episodes. The WAYKEN merged because of how those rolled with $225 with a 200 minimum is done. You didn't think that was going to happen, did you? Alright, and the rack is square. So now we got to deal with this guy. He's still got to go. So, let's get a point. 12. 10. Alright, he's still got some grinding to do. 4. Alright, let's see what's next for him. There's a 12. On my board, that's triple. So 15, 50, that's 45 bucks. And it even says so. You just can't read it. Son of a biscuit eater. 25, 35, 45. Okay. 30, 60. 30, 45. So let's bring all this stuff down. So that was a decent little hit for him. I'm done. And now let's plug 100 bucks. Okay? 10 is still the point. 8. 8. 7 out. He don't care. He loses his 100, but he's going to get 150. There's 100. There's 50. So he should still be about $20 down. No, he has right now $29 to the good. Alright, so he fought back. Let's get a point. 9. 150. EO 11. That ain't good. Now he goes to 300. 9. Alright, that goes to the 9. Puck is off. He's going to level 2. Okay. Me on that 9, I'd let it sit. That's how I used to play. Nobody liked how I played. But he's having to really grind, and the longer you have to grind, the more bad things can happen to you. But I told you this is how I do it. Unless it got too nasty, and then I have to. But anyway. We got to get a point. But everything is on right now. Everything is on. And there's a 7, and everything is on. That's a complete tie. So I ain't moving nothing. I'll bring this back, turn these off. That was an absolute tie. Okay? Let's get a point. These are all off. There's an 8. 8 is now the point. He's got to put his 300 back. Everything is still off. Everything is still off. Yeah. There's a 9. That comes over here. Now everything's back. Everything's good now. Yeah, I'm just scanning everything. Alright, now here we go. There's a 10. Very good. So he's going to get 30 down here. And he's going to get 100 here. That's going to help him a lot. Alright. That's 130, but he was down 70, then another. So here's what this guy's going to do. He's in recovery mode. He's going to sling him one more time. He has to recover. He's got to do a little bit more than that little bare minimum grind. So let's let him sling it one more time. That's a decision you have to make. Okay, there's an 8. Good enough. Okay, lose 30. But you win 70. So you pick up a little bit more. Now, we can go bring all this down. And we're plugging with 300. We're plugging with 250. There's 1, there's 2, there's 250. All of that gets plugged. That would win 350. So we're going to win 50 now, either way. Turn them on. We got to get a point. 6. 7 out. No worries. Loses 250, but he wins 300. There's 250. There's 3. Let's see where the boy's at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get another 100. All right, now he's up 75, 85, 95, and 4. He's up $99 actually. So he's getting there. He's got to make another $100, but he could come back down to his original base. Okay, there's a 5, so he will do so. You never thought that the retirement plan would have to struggle more than the wake and merge, did you? That just shows you these dice can do anything at any freaking moment, man. It's just the way it is. And I don't think I've made any boo-boos either. Hopefully not. Here we go. There's a 9. That's a decent number for him. He's at single level. And again, there's nothing wrong. If you want to, you can come out with whatever you want. You can hedge off on that 7 so you can try to make some money. You don't have to, but you could. I've done it a couple times. It works. There we go. There's the 7. And if you'd have done it, you'd have been okay. It's a whole tie. We'll put this back. Nothing moves. That's a tie. We'll just leave it there. Everything, all that would have left, but then they'd have had to pay me all back right here. So let's get a point. There's another 8. 8 is on. Now everything is still off. 8 is the point. It's not even there. There's a 10. Okay. I'm telling you. Now everything's back on. I'm telling you, you're grinding. You don't like it. You need $100. It's a 10. Lay 200 to win 100. Try to end this thing. But you could keep grinding. It's a great number. You're going to get 50 anyway, plus whatever. You don't have to do this. I'm going to do it just to show you. Win, lose, or draw. It doesn't matter. I think it's the right thing to do. There's a 5. All right. You lose that, but you win 35. Let's bring everything down. You can plug it now and still keep it there. A 7, you're going to win a boatload. 10, not so much. Let's just go ahead and take it off. I hear people screaming already. Let's just plug it. And then we'll look and see where we're at. There's a 9. We need a 7 or a 10. There's a 6. 11. 11. 5. 11. 7 out. You see? I'd have done that with it. I'd be done now. Nobody wants to listen to me. Anyway, we lose this one, but it has to pay us 150. There's 1. There's 150. Let's see where the boy's at. Okay. So now he's at 150, 165, 169. He's got to keep going. If he'd have done it the way I normally would have done it, we're done. I do believe in my heart, because of the way I played it, that's why I hit 95 in a row. I believe it in my heart. It's not ego. It's just, I think I know. So we still got to we got to go through one more shooter. If we can get through one more shooter without anything bad happening to us, we're going to be okay. $12, 7, 8. All right, back to the 150. Now let's see him get out. If he can just get out. He did. Back to the 9. Okay, here we go. This one shooter should be able to get him over the hump. Unless that 9 gets hit. If that 9 don't get hit, he's home free. Okay? And a 6. That should do it. He loses this, but he gets paid 35 here. Now let's bring it all back. Plug it with $125. Yeah, he's gonna be in good shape, I believe. I believe this will be it for him. Here we go. 8. Everything's working. 6. 5. 7 out. Alright, he loses that 125, but he gets 150. I think he should be okay. We're awful close. Yeah. 2, 10, 209. Let's just say this is all big. The WAYKEN merge don't ever have any big. This does, so we'll give it 9. There's his 200. He made it. Wow. He had to work a little bit because we just chose to grind it this time. But we made it. So they're both 19 and 0. Oh gosh. Ugh. Let's get 200 for that. Let's get 200 for that. Now we can lump that all in the same thing. We want 2 different strategies. That's $200. Excess, we're gonna give it 100. Oh, I got a fuck you bet coming right now. Yay! 100 for excess. 100 for fun, and a fuck you bet. So we'll go over here, get our quarters, and let's try her. All right. I hit one a couple sessions ago. Here we go. 7. Well, I lose that, but I win that. That's a tie. I win 20 here, 4-1. Get to keep that. I'm just putting the 20 back. All right. I'll take that. Versus a loss. Come on, horn. I roll a ton of horns. Come on now. 7. That pays that. We're staying in the game. We're staying in our FU bet. And not now. All right, that's all right. We had a shot. We got saved twice. And there you have it. Session number 19 in the books. And one that you didn't think would happen. The retirement plan had to fight harder than the WAYKEN merge. So there you go. That's another long one, but hey, it is what it is. So until the next time, be great. See you, bye.